So, what is Bhakti Yoga? As per revealed scriptures, especially like Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Gitopanishad, it's described about different yoga. It's not yoga, it's yoga. So, this Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Jnana Yoga, etc., 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 and at last it talks about Bhakti Yoga and why it is always in the central, especially in this age of Kali Yuga, in the lineage of Vaishnavism, including Gaudiya Vaishnavism. So the answer is Bhakti Yoga is, in a word, if we have to explain, it's a path of devotion and love for Sri Krishna, love for Supreme Personality of God. Bhakti Yoga is central in this yoga, in Kali Yuga, in any bona fide Vedic disciplic succession or parampara, because it emphasizes on the personal relationship with Sri Krishna through practice such as chanting, hearing, listening, and singing, prayers, and worship. So, this path is considered the most effective means to attain spiritual enlightenment and union with Bhagavan Sri Krishna, surpassing all other methods and forms of yoga like Karma Yoga, which is the path of action, or the Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge. So, Bhakti Yoga, or the path of devotion and love for Sri Krishna, it is considered most accessible and effective means to attain spiritual enlightenment. And in the tradition, especially in the tradition of Vaishnava, or in the Vaishnava tradition, and to be specific, in the tradition of Sriman Mahaprabhu or the Gaudiya Vaishnavism, bhakti holds the bhakti means the pure love and devotion, prem to Sri Krishna, and this is the highest goal of life. So, for the attainment of highest goal of life, the bhakti is only the means. And the key concept we can see in Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, certain revealed scriptures like Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Mahapurana, etc. We can see that it says in first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, second chapter, it says, Shavai Pumsham Paro Dharmo Yeto Bhaktir Adokshyaje Ahitukya Pratihata Yat Matu Prashidati. So it says the supreme occupation or supreme dharma of all humanity, not only humanity, entire living entities, is that by which a person or a living entity can attend to loving devotional service. Savai Pumsham Paro Dharmo. The Paradharma is Yato Bhaktir Adokshyaje, to develop that loving devotional service on the lotus feet or onto the transcendent Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Such devotional service must be ahaitukya apratihata, means it should be unmotivated, and ahaitukya means without any motivation and uninterrupted, to completely satisfy the self. So it's not only the matter of attending the Supreme Bhagavan Sri Krishna, but though living in this body, to really get the complete satisfaction is to have that devotion or to have that loving service attitude to towards the Bhakti Adokshyaja, towards Adokshyaja Bhagavan Sri Krishna. So Bhakti, it's always the central of attending the perfection in human life. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Gitopanishad in 9th chapter explains, Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesam nityabhiyuktanam yogasemam vahamihim. To those who are constantly devoted, Ananyas chintayanto mam, which completely, constantly devoted and thinking about me with love, I give them understanding and I actually protect them. Yoga Chemam Bahami. So here Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Ananyas Chintayantoma. That is the bhakti. And even Bhagavan says, actually those who are completely devoted and those who want to attend me for them. Dadami buddhi yogam tam en mam upayanti te. To attend me, I will give them the buddhi or the intelligence to attend me. So those who are in the path of devotion, although they may not be the perfect, but Bhagavan will give them, or Sri Krishna will give them, show them the path of perfection, or give them the intelligence to attend that path of perfection. So in scriptures, you can see the analogy, example of sun and the lotus is given. Just as the lotus flower opens in the presence of sun, similarly the heart of devotees blossoms with light of divine love when they engage in the Bhakti Yoga. The sun represents here Bhagavan Sri Krishna, and the lotus represents here devotees' heart. And we can see in different Upanishad saying that Sa yo havai tat paramam brahma veda brahmaiva bhavati. It says that one who knows or realizes that Supreme Brahma will know that himself to be the part and partial of that Brahma. So, though here it says, Sa yo havai tat paramam brahma veda brahmaiva bhavati, says bhavati sa dharma vitkule bhavati, Nashyaha Brahmaha Vitkule Bhavati Saha Dharma Vitkule Bhavati, means those who know in this lineage, one who does not know the Supreme Brahma or Parabrahma, we have to again take birth again and again. But those who know the Supreme or that Parabrahma, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, becomes or the realize their true or real identity. Because Bhagavan Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Mamaivamsha Jivaloke. So that supreme authority or the Parabrahma or Bhagavan Sri Krishna, because Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavaniti Shabdate, as per Srimad Bhagavat explains, are the objects of worship and forms of that supreme or that absolute. So those who understand that Brahma will realize they are also a part and parcel of Brahma. So this emphasizes that transformative power of knowing and loving Sri Krishna akin to Bhakti Yoga, focus on transforming the devotee's heart and life through the devotion in the supreme, in the lotus feet of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. And that same Sri Krishna is understood as ekam shad vipra bahuda vadanti agnim yamam matarishwan mahu. It's that one truth, that one supreme, the wise or the intelligence, vipra, what they call by different names. They are called agni, they are called yama, they are called matarishwan, etc., etc. So here we can see this diversity of divine manifestation and importance of recognizing and devoting oneself on the lotus feet of Supreme, the principle central to Bhakti Yoga. Because we cannot understand all these things by our tiny intelligence. We need to get that mercy and that buddhi, because Bhagavan says, Dadami buddhi yogam tam. If Bhagavan himself, Sri Krishna himself, gives us that buddhi, then we will be, that intelligence, then we will be able to understand these principles. So, in Vishnu Puran, it says, Bhaktya tushtam avapnoti sarva lokeshu manavah yat karma bhirna lavate yasgyanaya tapah phalai. A person achieves satisfaction in all world through devotion, which is not attainable through yasgyana tapah, means by all the rituals, yat karma bhirna lavate, by all the rituals and karma kanda and everything we do, or nor we can attend that by yajnana tapayah phalahi, nor by the knowledge or by any sort of austerity. So we can attend that satisfaction in the bhaktya tushtam avapnoti sarva lokeshu manava. In this material world, through the devotion, there is nothing which we cannot attain. We can attain that the satisfaction of attending the abode of Supreme Sri Vaikuntha, which is very rare to attain through rituals, knowledge, or austerity. So this point actually underscores the unique and supreme efficiency of Bhakti Yoga over all other spiritual practice. So here I'm not questioning that other spiritual practice are inferior. They are. See, in Veda, there's nothing called inferior or superior. There is the complete and incomplete of completeness. So by karma yoga, by knowledge, or by austerity, a person can attain the supreme Brahma or Paramatma. But first thing, that path itself is very difficult, and an ordinary human being cannot get the perfection of following that path. And next thing, the loving and that sweet devotion and that exchange of love between the Supreme Bhagavan and his devotees is attained, or the topmost of that beauty and that rasa, that mellow, is attained by Bhakti Yoga. So Bhakti Yoga is centrality in any tradition in this Kali Yuga is rooted in its emphasis on loving personal relationship with Sri Krishna. The path of devotion is seen as superior to other form of yoga because it directly engages the heart and soul in continuous loving relation with the Ishtadev, Sri Gopinath, of its practitioner. This approach deeply reflected in ancient scriptures, demonstrating the timeless and universality of bhakti as a means to spiritual fulfillment. So we can see hundreds of examples in revealed scriptures that how by practicing the simple methodology of loving relation towards the object of worship of the Bhagavan Sri Krishna, a person had attained his abode and his had become his Nitya Parikar, or are always in the companion of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna.